Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This time I'm going to show you how to take down Dyne. Dyne is a 1v1 fight with Barret only. You'll notice that there's quite a number of waist-high walls in this arena. That's because we're going to use them to block some attacks. Alright, so Dyne is weak to fire, although I'm really not going to make use of that, although I should have. I just wanted to kind of take him down one-on-one, if you will. So I recommend starting up with bonus round. This gives your bullets some critical properties. For paralyzing shot, you just want to stand in the sort of open area between the lines so you don't get paralyzed. After dealing enough damage, Dyne will become pressured. From here, just use focus shot, and then you can build that pressure meter even further. There is a trick with Barret. I'm not sure if it's actually explained in the game, but after you run out of ammo during an auto attack sequence, so when you're holding square and Barret has to reload, if you press triangle during that reload, you will also recharge or overcharge at the same time, and it just takes an extra half second. I'm cutting the cutscenes out because I don't want to spoil anything for you, but here in Phase 2, Dyne starts using fire bombs. This is an array of grenades that can shoot into you. You just got to run out of the way before he actually does anything. Point blank can be dodged. It's just very hard. I'm not sure if I dodged it in this attempt, but I have dodged it before. You just got to be very quick and roll out of the way. Repentance is an ability that you need to get behind cover for, and then as soon as the ability comes out, you need to leave the cover because that cover is going to explode. So it's very, very important that even though you are, successfully dodging the damage, you have to keep dodging that damage. So see here, I was behind the cover technically. Dyne hit it, and then the cover exploded. So just always keep moving during Repentance. As long as it starts behind the cover, you're fine. Here we are again. Dyne has become staggered because we dealt enough damage. There's really no secret to staggering him. It's just deal a bunch of damage. And then we're going to start to push him into Phase 3. And Phase 3 is really the longest phase of this fight, and he kind of becomes Magneto for a bit. I'm hoping that the explanation is that there are magnets in his gun that explain why he can do what he does, but in any event, look out for blast mines. This is another Phase 2 ability that carries into Phase 3. It's very obvious. Just don't go into the orange circles. You can sort of cheat a little bit and go kind of into the orange circles and be okay, especially when they first come out, but you really want to get as far away from them as possible. But just be aware of your surroundings because Dyne will move in with point blank and try to push you into them. Okay, so this is Phase 3. This is where the bulk of the fight will last. The tooltip says that you can break the parts that Dyne has attached to him. I've never been able to break that one, so I always just take the hit, and then I start curing. If you've been able to dodge it or break it, let me know. Undying Rage is an interesting ability. He gets these tentacles that will shoot lasers. You can break these, no problem. Just roll through the first laser. He has another ability that also does a laser attack where each one kind of moves independently. So that one's a little harder to dodge, but the same rule applies. You can break those parts off, no problem. Phantom Ray is that other tentacle laser ability. The lasers start on the left. This one's really hard to deal with in terms of trying to break off the pieces just because everything moves around so much. The firebomb abilities, they do return, so once you see that appear above his head, you've got to dodge. I'm going to fail it here kind of quickly. So I started overcharging, didn't work out for me. That's okay. Make sure Barret has a cure materia equipped. Again, he's weak to fire if you also want to bring fire into it. Hidden Barb is another tentacle ability where the tentacles will sort of dive into the ground and then they will move along. Just look for the dust cloud, and then as soon as the dust cloud stops underneath you, that's when you want to roll. But you always want to be moving during Hidden Barb because you only have a very small amount of time to actually dodge it. Alright, so the mines are back. Paralyzing Wave has a new pattern. It now goes in a spiral. So again, same rule applies. Just get in between the lines and you're fine. If you have a leveled up Cure Materia, recommend bringing that. I just equipped him with the Tier 1. I just didn't feel like doing much materia management before this fight, but Cure is going to be really, really effective here. Heedless Swing is that same ability from the start of the phase. I have never really been able to break that piece off of him. I certainly haven't been able to dodge it that well. So when you see him using it, try to get to the biggest part of the arena as best you can. I messed up my dodge there during Undying Rage. I probably would have been able to break off all the parts. Make sure you charge up with bonus round again. It's free damage basically, and the bullets last forever. I'm saving my limit break here for later on in the fight. I want to try to finish him with it just because I know that I'm going to run out of mana for curing. So that's kind of my strategy here. Phantom Ray, again, is the big laser attack. He's starting to push me into the mine, so I'm trying to just go the other way as best I can. Unfortunately, the Phantom Ray just dealt a bunch of damage. Really, if you don't dodge that first one correctly, you're kind of just stuck with it. Again, highly recommend bringing a Cura with you. I'm trying my best to save this limit for the end, just in order to deal with him more quickly. Annihilation Beam, I don't know if that's dodgeable or blockable. I kind of don't think it is. It comes out so fast. I'm not sure what exactly you're supposed to do there. I will say, if you know, please let me know. I wish I figured out a way to deal with that ability, but in all the attempts that I had, and I had a lot of clean ones that I just couldn't figure that ability out, so I decided, let's just make the guide. I don't know if that ability is dodgeable, but if you know, please let me know in the comments. But that's it. That's Dyne. I will say I really like how they updated this fight from the original. In the original game, it was literally just a one-on-one turn-based. It was a little boring, but it did have a big story impact. This still has a really big story impact, but I like that they kind of updated it for Barret's gameplay. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Don't forget to join the community Discord. The link for that is in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.